Hi, this is Tim Reha back here at SEOMoz in beautiful Seattle.
Beautiful rainy Seattle.
Yeah, you guys can see my video on beautiful rainy Seattle on my Facebook page. It was June and it was just pouring out rain.
You know, we had a seminar in August and the whole summer had been gorgeous, and those 2 days we had a seminar, it was just coming down cats and dogs. That's Seattle for you.
So I heard you're going to be traveling next week to a conference?
Yes, next week I'm in Las Vegas for the PubCon show. The week after that I'm going to be in Stanford. I'm going to be visiting some folks down on in Monterey, California for a Stanford seminar on web marketing. After that I'll probably be in Boston and New York and all over the place. Busy, yeah.
Scaling hot technology company.
Yes.
So we're looking at search engine optimization. Rand's the CEO of a company called SEOMoz. Check it out at SEOMoz.com. And this kind of down economy, people don't have a lot of budget, and if you rank well in the engines, you get free traffic.
This is, I think, one of the reasons why SEO has become such a focus in a down economy is because people sort of recognize, hey, if I can invest here and I can win in that space, I can get high quality targeted traffic that other people have to pay for directly and sort of on an ongoing basis for a lower capital investment.
Yeah. Now my question is kind of on the global scale. So we have Google, which is 60% or something of search.
Probably more than that, probably 70%.
70% now. MSN or Microsoft's like 6% or
6 to 8%.
6 to 8%, and then Yahoo.
Yahoo's hovering in the 15 to 20 range.
In China, I was speaking with some friends in China. In Beijing, it's Baidu, right?
Baidu controls a considerable portion of the searches there, but it's very interesting. I think one of the things to know about China is that while Baidu controls an overwhelming number of the search queries, I think it pays to recognize what those search queries are versus the ones that are performed on Google. So
it's like the intent is different?
The intent can be very different. Baidu, when I was in China, which was last spring, had a great experience of someone showing me Baidu, and they said, okay, I think this was 2007, right in the Batman Begins movie hadn't yet come out on DVD, and the guy was showing me. He was like, I just typed Batman Begins at Baidu, and here's all these sources where I can download the full movie.
Yeah.
And he's like, and what's great is I could actually do that 2 months before it even came out in theaters.
Yeah, or you can buy it off right in front of Starbucks from a guy.
But this is the kind of thing. I mean, it's just the degree to which you can get sort of access to, especially a lot of video and multimedia content and songs and movies and all this kind of stuff through Baidu is tremendous. And this is something that Google will never offer because it would violate the law here in the US. Other things, I think that Baidu does a much better job with sort of like people search in China, that kind of thing. Google, on the other hand, is much more business targeted. So, if you were searching with sort of a business intent, or you want to, kind of make a purchase, have a commercial intent behind your query, you're going to get a lot more with Google.
So with your new tool, what's in the index right now, and are you targeting? I know it's new.
Yeah.
Right?
So I mean, the Linkscape tool really right now, because the crawl seed set started in the United States. It's focused on the U.S. and on the Commonwealth countries right now.
Okay.
We will be, which would be Canada, UK, Australia, Ireland, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
We will be expanding and be much more global in the next index update. And already you can see a lot of sites in China, a lot of sites in Germany, the Middle East, that kind of stuff, but nowhere near the extent that it should be. I think that right now, it's very sort of English language focused. So, it won't always be that way.
Okay, cool. So what's hot about the Linkscape tool, and like what's the sizzle? What's really
it depends.
What's game changing?
I guess it depends on who you are and what you need it for.
What's the secret sauce?
The secret sauce is we have some of, in my mind, the most phenomenal developers imaginable. I mean, when we took venture capital last November, we took some of that capital to explore this project, thinking that there was literally no way.
You had that in mind.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Picture, like we need to raise.
Right, we need to raise some money to do this, but the seed money that we took was very exploratory and in no way intended to, we never thought that we would be able to achieve what we have achieved.
Really?
Absolutely. I mean, not even close.
Because my question is, how do you even, I mean, that's
crawling the web.
A massive server farm? Are you hosting on Amazon Web Services? I mean, I don't know if you can go into that.
We do use some cloud computing,
yeah.
and we use some some server farm stuff, some hosted servers as well, to do a lot of our work also, because it turns out that cloud computing is very inexpensive for some things like processing, whereas it's relatively more expensive than the deals you can get for things like crawling. And it's good for storage, all that kind of stuff. When we looked into this, we thought, this is a $5 to $10 million project, and we ended up being able to produce. So, granted, the index is smaller than we'd like, less ideal than we'd like, but it's in beta, and we think that certainly with sales have been relatively robust. People are very excited about the product. A lot of people are saying, I think people have been saying great things about the product, and people have been saying sort of negative things about the crawling, right? Because they're sort of upset that, oh my God, you can see all my links now. I don't want you knowing about all my links, right?
Because that changes the game too, then, because it's a competitive tool then too.
Oh my gosh, absolutely. I think that in terms of competitive intelligence for SEO, especially on the linking side, this is sort of jumping to that next generation, making that big leap. On the other hand, it's certainly not as invasive as something like a Hitwise or a Compete, which is sort of saying, well, here's all the keywords that you're buying, or here's all the traffic sources and where you're getting those from. But I think rightfully so, some folks have sort of complained that, oh my God, you know way too much about me, and I want to keep you out, and that kind of thing. So.
You crawl the whole web anyway, right? People can't really.
The thing is, you can say block my site.
Yeah.
But that
still follow it anyway.
Well, it's not that we're going to crawl it anyway. We'll respect that. But if you say block my site, we're still going to see all the links to you, and that's what you care. That's what people care about. And so they say, well, in order to keep my links out, I have to tell everyone who links to me, don't serve to SEOMoz.
Is there like a valuation model? Because like a lot of these startups or different companies, your value is your traffic network, really, at the end of the day, or part of your valuation model. So is there a way to...
I think in terms of the valuation that would come from valuing SEOMoz as a company?
No. If I'm a business, it's part of my marketing engine.
Oh, absolutely.
So that increases the value of my company because I have this... natural traffic.
Yeah, absolutely. If you can do a great job on SEO, and you can not just get traffic, but targeted traffic, the kind of traffic that's going to convert, that's going to buy the things that you want to sell to customers. Right? The great thing about search is that a customer expresses an intent, and they come to you with that intent, which is so much better than any kind of advertising in the past, which was a very shotgun approach.
So then with this new Linkscape tool, you can kind of see the intent based upon how
I think you don't see the intent of searches, but what you see is you see a lot of the link intent. And so if you're looking at how did this person earn all these links? How did this company earn their links? You can now go and look and see and get an idea of, they did it in this fashion, right? They built some viral content, or they've got a really good blog, or they got a lot of press attention, or they've gone out and done a lot of manual directory building, or maybe they've done some sort of spammy, underhanded black hat things to earn their links. And you can know all of those things.
Okay. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So, what's the cost of your guys' service, and how should they best use this tool for their business?
So I think that it makes sense. It makes sense if you are already invested in SEO. You have either some in-house SEOs, or you're working with an SEO agency, or you are an SEO agency. Those type of things. It makes good sense because it makes a lot of your link investigation faster and more efficient.
You save time.
You save time, and you also know things that you could never have known in the past, right? So if you want to sort of judge link building opportunities, or judge the quality of links that you've acquired, or judge your competitors' links, there's no real service that provides certainly as much and as robust data as we do. In terms of cost, I believe it starts at $79 a month, which is for pro membership, and goes up to around $250 a month right now for a more robust package that sort of gives you more reports, more credits, that kind of thing.
That's cheap though compared to buying advertising.
Yes, it's certainly we looked at some competition, and there's some folks out of Europe who sort of offer a similar product, and I think theirs is something like $25,000 a year.
Really?
And so with this, we sort of said, hey, we want to make this very accessible to the SEO community. And the SEOMoz model has has really, especially since we switched from consulting, has really been about scaling the business and saying, rather than having a few customers at very high price points, which was our previous model, we're going to try and get everyone into this model and make it accessible to everyone.
Yeah. So, well, that's great. Tim Reha here with Rand Fishkin, CEO of SEOMoz.
Thanks for having me,
Thank you for
Tim.
your time.
My
and
pleasure.
Congratulations on getting the tool.
Thank you very much.